What's up, Team Diesel? Thanks for tuning in, and happy holidays from me and the Diesel community and staff. Hopefully you guys get some great family time. We wanted to tune in and give you some holiday health tips to optimize your recovery, maybe keep that HRV up. As we all know, we like to have good times around the holidays. We like to do things with our family, friends. A lot of times that might have to do with eating a lot, or maybe having a couple spiked eggnogs or two. All right, these things are all things that you can do. You can have this. We like to just give you some facts around maybe how to improve that or optimize it if you are going to have a big meal, or if you're going to have a couple spiked eggnogs, or either of those things. So also, just throw in a couple simple disciplines that you could do, that if you're going to have a longer night, or if you're going to have a lot of times we'll talk about feasting big, or like having a big meal, like you want to be able to enjoy that. I think there's something to that, and being able to enjoy good times with family and friends is important for your overall health, your mental health. So I think it's something that you don't have to avoid, but maybe we can improve. So just a couple tips that we'll talk about today. First one is sleep more. Once again, you go back to if you're looking at HRV, recovery, really overall health of your body. Most of us don't sleep enough. So just understanding that if you have a couple days where you don't have a ton of commitments early, maybe getting an extra hour or two of sleep is going to be a good thing. Also, if you're up, maybe you're up later hanging out with family and friends, understand that you don't have to get up and race right up. All right, maybe take an extra hour or two. It's very productive for recovering the body, not only from whatever you did that day, but also if you are having a couple drinks, or if you're eating a lot. The body will repair itself if you give it time. So these are some things we always like to say, is sleep more. All right, catch up on some sleep, because that will make us healthier, more immune to things that are going on in this world. Another thing that we talk about is feasting. We're gonna, a lot of times people are gonna have good big family meals, which is awesome. Have some good times, but I think we always talk about is being active, around the time that we're eating. So what does that mean? That might be as simple as going for a couple, walk around the block a couple times before dinner or after dinner, or maybe a little bike ride, or if you have, some sort of, anything, activity with the family that you like to do that's involved with getting up and moving around a little bit, that's going to help speed up digestion. Digestion is something that if you just go and you eat a huge meal at 10:30 and you go to bed at 11, your recovery, you're going to feel sluggish the next day. Things are all going to take a hit. So I think that's something to understand, that is a little bit of activity around it. A lot of times for me, I might crush a big meal and I'm going to eat. If I'm going to eat, I'm going to eat. And then all of a sudden, if I just lay there on a couch and take a nap, which sometimes happens, I don't usually just feel as well. But if I can get up and maybe take the dogs for a walk, maybe a little wild little dog around, that helps kind of create that circulation in that blood, and it kind of gets that heart rate up just enough where you start really breaking down that food. It really helps things feel better, all right? Because a lot of our stuff during the holidays, we eat all these foods and this and that. It's always not so much what we're eating, it's kind of eating and then doing nothing, or eating and then just sitting there or sleeping. It's just going to bog us down. So we like to be active around that. And then we put in active early, as in sometimes in the holidays you want to just hang out and chill with the family and do, just enjoy each other's comfort. So that's where sometimes we always say be active early. So maybe if you get up and you go right into doing something, maybe if you fasted, meaning you don't eat anything, maybe you get up and go for a 30-minute walk, or maybe go for a run, or go for a bike ride, or do a little workout or some yoga. That's going to stimulate your metabolism and help you just feel that much better throughout the day. And then maybe you have a good, maybe you run a 3 miles, and then you go and you can have a big old brunch. That's some of the ways in which you can kind of counteract that and still have some fun. Another thing we talk about is with the whole digestion is hydration, H2O. Again, if you're not hydrated, that's going to kind of bog your whole system down. And remember, we want healthy tips to make us have a great holiday. And usually when you feel good, look good, play good, everything goes well. So that's something with hydration is a simple fruit. It's if you're eating a lot of food, hydrate more, drink more water. And when I say hydrate, I mean water, all right? Water, H2O. All right, if I'm going to have some drinks, make sure you drink water before bed. If I'm going to work out hard, water. But water is always something constant, so it's always something our body needs. So if we don't give it, it starts to have to work harder, and we get more fatigued. If we don't get it, then things start to kind of wear down. We get tired, we get irritable, we get sick. Those are things. So just keep chugging that water, and that will help us as well. Drinking water around when you have big meals and things also, or maybe drinking a little, 16 to 24 ounces before dinner. It'll actually help you not eat as much, they say, but sometimes I like to eat a lot, so I don't do that. But at the end of the day, that's important to drink water. Get outside. Outside's another one, meaning hey, sometimes, if you're trapped up north and it's cold, it's tough to get outside, but man, down here, it's 60 degrees in Florida right now, 65, get out and get some sunshine right when you wake up, or around the first couple hours. That's gonna kind of help set your mood, And natural sun is great for vitamin D. It's great for a lot of other things, but it wakes you up. The body gets used to waking up when the sun goes up and then going to bed when the sun goes down. So the more you can regulate that sleep consistency, get outside, move around, these things are all part of it. You see the whole trend that we're talking about is move, hydrate, enjoy yourself, but be active in that kind of process. That's the whole lifestyle with it. Eat, drink earlier. It's not like, yes, and then somebody made a joke like, oh, we drink beers at 10. No, we don't, you shouldn't do that. No, probably not. But what we're saying is if you want to have a couple drinks or this or that, you obviously be over 21, like, be responsible, but also understand that if you have it earlier in the day, it's going to give you time to actually break that down. A lot of times you get caught up drinking and eating really late, and then you don't give your body any time to digest, and you don't really feel great the next day. So sometimes maybe you have a couple drinks earlier in the day, give your body some time to recover, hydrate, kind of burn it off, you feel much better. So that's a little biohacking thing that we like to say. Last but not least, we'll talk a little bit about biohacking. What does that mean? That just means how can we add these kind of repertoires to help us, optimize our health, improve our HRV, decrease our resting heart rate. And one of those things that we talk about that's easy, everyone's got, usually most of our people have a shower access, so it's like, just getting in a shower and going 30 seconds, warm water, and then go 30 seconds, be crazy, and turn it all the way cold or colder, that's going to shock the system as well. Hot, cold is a great way to reset as well. So if you do have a wild night, or if you do have eat a lot and you feel a little sluggish the next morning, being able to get up, maybe you get up and be active early with a biohacking contrast shower, 3 rounds, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And again, you get out of there, you feel great. Macaulay Culkin looked good in Home Alone when he did it. Slick your hair back, put some stuff on your face, you're ready to rock and roll. So hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of kind of some of our health tips to improve our overall health recovery. Also, if you think about an HRV, we're going to post give you a little knowledge on the HRV just to give you guys some facts and something to read about throughout the holidays. But again, it's important for your overall system, your nervous system, to basically be, HRV, higher HRV just allows us to basically be more on. Not more on, but basically more efficient. It just thinks that if we had a machine and had lower HRV, it would just be a little more fatigue and maybe a little more sluggish, where our higher HRV is just going to give us more response, and we're probably not going to get as many arguments with our family friends, all right? So hopefully from the Diesel family, happy holidays and enjoy.